Hello everyone, welcome to Voxel. In this video, we're gonna talk about IELTS GT Book 19th Test 4 Section 2. We have already discussed Section 1 of this particular book, and if you haven't watched that video, you should watch that video, but after watching this. For this, I need your undivided attention so that you can understand how to solve these types of questions or how to attempt these kind of questions. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. So, if you have watched my previous videos, you should know how we begin. We begin by reading the title of the passage. So, our title says Percil Training Institute. So, this is about some institute named Percil, and it should be something about what kind of training they provide, maybe about the fee or about the courses, something like that. Welcome to the Percil Training Institute. We hope that you will enjoy your course of training with us. This information is provided to introduce our institute and to let you know some of the important features of our professional training courses. So this is about Percil Institute and what kind of training is provided there. So what we're gonna do now is we're not gonna just read the paragraph yet. First we will go to the questions and see what kind of questions we are gonna deal with, and then we will see what's the best strategy for this. So this section contains 15 to 27 questions, and for this particular passage or text we have questions 15 to 24. As I have told you earlier or many times in the previous videos also, that for your GT section 1 and section 2, they are usually divided into two. Sometimes section 1 is divided into three paragraphs. So obviously you will have two sets of questions. So for first is 15 to 24. Let's see what kind of questions they are. Here it is 15 to 24. So we have to solve true, false or not given for these questions. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna read the first question and then we will start finding the location, because almost always the answer to these questions will be in order. Like you will find the answer 15th, then 16th, then 17th, then 18, and then so on. Okay, let's read the 15th question now. All of the staff have overseas teaching experience. So all of the staff, what they have overseas teaching experience. When the answer will be true, when every person of the staff will have experience overseas experience basically. And when the answer will be false, when not even one member of the staff doesn't have overseas experience, like there are 100 staff members and 99 they have overseas experience, but even if one of the members doesn't have the overseas experience, the answer to this question will be false. And when it will be not given, when we don't know whether all people have overseas experience or whether some people or even one doesn't have overseas experience, when there is no information like this, we will say not given. Let's read the paragraph now. Courses. Percil Institute was established to provide high quality, short duration training programs for a range of professional needs. So they are saying that this particular institute, why it was established? It was established to provide high quality, short duration training programs. It's not like long duration programs, they are giving you short duration programs. It has a highly trained, experienced teaching staff, many of whom have taught overseas. Okay, here is our location. So they're talking about overseas staff and something like that. And you will have around 10 seconds for each question to tell me the answer. And if you need more time than that, you can pause the video. And when you are ready with your answer, you can continue. So till I am writing the question location for this particular question, you have around 10 seconds for this and your time starts now. Okay, time's up. I'm gonna write the answer now. Let's see if you arrived at the correct answer or not. And the answer is false. I hope everybody arrived at this particular answer. If not, don't worry, I will tell you why it is false. Here they're saying all of the staff members, meaning 100% of the people in the staff, they have overseas teaching experience. But here they say many of whom have taught overseas. So many of whom basically meaning to say not all. There are like a lot of people in our staff that have overseas experience, but not all. So but they're saying all, so that's why it is false. Moving on to the 16th question. All modules are of equal length. So uh, how many the number of modules are, it doesn't matter. All the modules, they will have equal length. So equal length meaning to say their duration will be of similar or same length, like 1 year, 2 years, 1 week, 2 weeks, whatever the duration is. For the duration for all the modules will be same. So let's read let's read further. Percil Training Institute provides courses in 10-week modules. Most courses, example office management, librarianship, medical records organization, consist of 2 modules, although some courses are of 3 or 4 modules long. There is a break of 2 weeks between each module, but since projects or assignments are set for completion in these periods, it is not possible to take vacations during this time. Okay, so our location is in this paragraph. It's a bit tricky location, you can say, but nonetheless, the answer is in this paragraph. So you will have around 10 seconds to tell me the answer, and your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Now I'm gonna write the answer here and see if you arrived at the correct answer or not. The answer is true. I'm guessing here many of you might have said false because there is some sort of distractor words here. So let's see why it is true first. In the very first sentence of this paragraph, they have said Percil Training Institute provide courses in 10-week modules. So the length of the course is 10 weeks and their length is same for all the courses. Between these 10-week course, there are like different parameters. Like for most courses, like office management, you will have 2 modules, although some will have 3 or 4 modules. But all these modules, all the courses will finish in 10 weeks. That's the fixed length. Okay, so they are asking about, is the length same? They are not asking about the division of each module. So here, because of these distractor word modules, 3 or 4, let me write this, 2 modules, 3 or 4 modules long, many of you will think, okay, two modules, 3 or 4 modules, so the length is not same. We are not talking about the number of modules. I am repeating it again. We are talking about the length of the course or length of the each module. So they will finish in 10 weeks. So 10-week modules. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the next question, number 17. Students are encouraged to take holidays in the 2 week breaks between modules. So, sorry about that. I believe we have read about this. I will read it again. Let's read it together. There is a break of 2 weeks. So, here is break of 2 weeks. They are saying, okay, first let me discuss the question here. Students are encouraged to take holidays in the 2 week breaks between modules. So if there is week break between modules, they're saying that students are encouraged to take holidays, that you should take holidays when you get 2 week breaks between modules. Like between first and second modules you will have 2 weeks off. You should take holidays for those 2 weeks. So if you are encouraged, if students are encouraged, then the answer will be true. But if the students are not encouraged, but they are discouraged to take holidays, like they are not advised to do this particular thing, the answer will be false. And if we don't know whether it is encouraged or whether it is not encouraged, then we will say the answer is not given. So let's see. There is a break of 2 weeks between each module, but since projects or assignments are set for completion in these periods, it is not possible to take vacations during this time. So the allocation is this. Again, you know the drill. You have around 10 seconds to tell me the answer, and your 10 seconds start now. Okay, time's up. Now I'm going to write the answer here, and the answer to this is false. I hope it was like crystal clear. It was staring right at you. Okay, so why it is false? Because they're saying it is not possible to take vacation. So holidays means vacations. So it's not possible. So obviously we are not encouraging them to do that thing that is impossible. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the next question, number 18. Courses may have very different timetables. So they are saying that the courses, whatever courses you are doing, they may have different timetables. So if the different courses are like held on different days or different times of the day, will they say answer is true? But if the timetables are same, then the answer will be false. And if we don't know anything about the timetable, whether it's same or it's different, we don't have any information regarding that, the answer will be not given. That's right. So let's read the information together. Since each course has varying needs, there are not necessarily any set hours for classes across all programs. You will need to consult the timetable for your course, which is printed at the front of your own course manual. Okay, so this is the location of our question. So you have again some time to tell me the answer for this, and your time starts now. Okay, time's up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write the answer here, and the answer to this is true. I hope you got it right. It was quite simple, straightforward. Let me explain it if you are not able to like find the correct answer. Here it is written. Since courses has varying needs, there are not necessarily any set hours for classes across all programs. So because of this, there is no one particular set timetable for every program. So every program, there is some sort of variation that suits that particular program. Okay, and then they have written, now you will need to consult your timetable for your course, which is printed for this. Because if you need to consult your timetable, that means your course timetable will be different than some other course. Okay, let me do this. Let me include this also. Let me do this. So it will make you a like bit more clear. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the next question, number 19. You can still obtain an attendance certificate if you have been absent through illness. So they're saying that you can still get meaning to say there should be some condition. Even if that condition persists, you can still do something. You can still get your attendance certificate if you have been absent through illness. Like if you were ill and you were not able to attend your classes, you can still get your attendance certificate. So if that's the case, the answer will be true. But if that is not the case, meaning to say, even if you were ill, you won't be, if and you haven't attended those classes, you will not be getting attendance certificate. If that's the case, the answer will be false. But if we don't know whether you will get your certificate or not, the answer will be not given. Okay, let's read the information further. Please be reminded that Percil Training Institute cannot provide attendance or achievement certificates for students who have missed part 4 of their course as a result of not reading their own course timetables properly. So they are saying that we are not able to provide attendance or achievement certificates. But for what case? When they will not be able to provide, when you are not able to complete your courses because you were not able to read your own timetable properly. Legitimate reasons for non attendance, example illness, will be given consideration provided that documentary evidence is provided. In this case, an achievement certificate only will be issued. So you will get achievement certificate when if you were ill. Okay, so this is our location of our answer, and you have approximately 10 seconds to tell me whether the answer should be true, false, or not given. And the time starts now. Okay, time's up. Now, let me write the answer here first, and the answer to this is false. Why it is false? If you are not able to identify, I'll tell you why. So they're saying that you can obtain attendance certificate if you were ill, basically if you have been ill. So here's something about illness, and they say this particular thing will be given consideration, like if you are able to provide evidence, documentary evidence. But this is a most important line. In this case, like if you were ill and you were able to provide us with documentary evidence that are accepted, even like in this case you will only get an achievement certificate. So here they have written only, so you will only get achievement certificate, not attendance certificate. Here they have said there are two different types of certificates, attendance or achievement certificates. So you will only get achievement and not attendance. So that's why the answer to this will be false. I hope it is clear. Okay, moving on to the next question, number 20th. Permission is required for students to bring guests into the restaurant. So they're saying that you need to get permission if you want to bring guests where into the restaurant. So if you want to bring guests, like just say your family member or your friend from outside, if you want to bring that particular person to the into the restaurant, you will need permission. If that is the case, the answer will be true. But if you don't require permission, you can take whomsoever you want to take with you without any permission or without any consent of anybody or any authority. The answer to this will be false. But if it is not given whether you need permission or whether you don't need permission, if we don't know about that, or if we don't know whether we can bring someone with us or not, if any information is not given for this particular context, the answer will be not given. That's right. So moving forward, facilities. The opening times of the snack bar, coffee lounge, and restaurant. So, here is about restaurant are printed below your course timetable. No bookings are required for any of the eating places except the restaurant for Friday and Saturday dinner. So, you don't need to book anything but for restaurant, but on what days? Friday and Saturday dinner. So, if you want to dine in on Friday or Saturday, you will need to book your place. The coffee lounge and restaurant are not normally open on public holidays. However, a group booking may be made for the restaurant for dinner on such days, provided that there is a minimum of 20 people in the group. A non-refundable deposit will be required for such booking. Okay, so this is the location of our answer. So you will have around 10 seconds to tell me the answer, and the time starts now. Okay, time's up. I'm gonna write the answer here. Let's see if you were able to arrive at the correct answer or not. And the answer is, oh, sorry about that. Not given. I hope you were able to identify the answer. Why it is not given? Because we don't have any information that whether we required permission or not, or whether we can take guest with us or not. There is just mention of bookings, but no mention of whether we can take somebody with us from outside or not, or even whether we need permission for this or not. Hope it is clear. Okay, next question number 21. The coffee lounge is closed in the evenings. So they're saying that this particular place, coffee lounge, it is closed in the evenings. So if it is closed in the evening, the answer will be true. But if it is not closed in the evening, if it is open, okay, the answer will be false. And if we don't know about the closing timings or opening timings, or simply timings, okay, when it opens or when it closes, the answer will be not given. So there's something about coffee lounge here. Here it is, coffee lounge. So the coffee lounge, okay, and restaurant are not normally open on public holidays. So they're saying that coffee lounge and restaurants, they are not normally open on public holidays. So, however, group booking may be made for this. Okay, so they are talking about the group booking. So this is about their like opening and closing particular thing. And you have around 10 seconds. Tell me the answer, and the time starts now. Okay, time's up, and the answer to this question is, drum roll please, not given. I hope it is clear, because they are just saying that coffee lounge, they are not normally open on public holidays. But what about the evenings? Are they closed in evenings, or are they open in during the evenings or in the evenings? We don't know about that particular thing. So that's why the answer to this will be not given. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the next question, question number 22. Groups of 20 or more can make reservations to dine at the restaurant on public holidays. So they're saying that group of 20 or more. So group of 20 or more, what it means in simpler terms, it means minimum you need 20 people. Okay, maximum there is no limit, but at least you require 20 people if you want to make reservation to dine at the restaurant on public holidays. So meaning to say, when they are not normally open, so if you want them to open specially for you, at least 20 people should be there. Okay, there can be more than 20, but minimum 20 people are accepted. Okay, if that is the case, like if there is minimum of 20 people in a group and you can make reservation because of that, the answer will be true, yes. But if that is not the case, like doesn't matter if you're 20 or more, something like that, they will not open, the answer will be false. Or if they will open for like even 10 people or 20 people, oh, sorry, 15 people, like less than 20 people, if even if they are open, if they can open for less than 20 people, the answer will be again false. But if we don't know whether they will open or not, if the persons are 20 or more, we don't know whether they will open or not, especially for you, for your group, the answer will be not given. Let's read. We have read something about 20. However, a group booking may be made. So they're saying that, however, we can make a group booking for the restaurant for dinner on such days. So we can like make bookings on such days. So provided there is a minimum of 20 people in the group. So if there are minimum of 20 people in the group, a non-refundable deposit will be required for such booking. But for to make this particular booking, you need to deposit of like fund, you need to deposit some money that will be non-refundable. So this is our location. You have some time to tell me the answer, and your time starts now. Okay, time's up, and the answer is true. I think I have explained it enough when I was like explaining this question to you, that you will be or you would have been able to identify the correct answer. If not, don't worry, I will explain it again. So they are saying group of 20 or more. So here they are saying minimum of 20 people in the group. So what you can do, you can make a group booking on such days. Again, here such days just refer to public holidays. So this is a pronoun that is referring to this particular noun, public holidays. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the next question, number 23, the penultimate question. Guests may use the swimming pool. So if guests are allowed to use the swimming pool, then the answer to this will be true. But if guests are not allowed to use the swimming pool, only the members can use the swimming pool, the answer will, or the staff members can use the swimming pool only, the answer will be false. But if we don't know who can or who can't use swimming pool, the answer will be not given. So let's read the information together. So, the institute has a very fine sports complex. The swimming pool is open daily. So, here's something about swimming pool. The swimming pool is open daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and can be used free of charge by Percil students who present a valid student enrollment card. So, they are saying that we can use it for free. Okay, but who can use it for free? All Percil students who have or who will show their valid student enrollment card. The squash courts can be booked by any student with the valid student card, and the higher cost is $4.50 per half hour. The gymnasium is available for a 10-week membership fee of $40 or $5 per visit, or an annual subscription of $100. So they're talking about gymnasium here. Guests of Percil. So here's something about guests. Guests of Percil students are welcome to use swimming pool but not the gymnasium areas. So this is the location, and you will have some time to tell me the answer, and I believe this answer should be pretty straightforward, and your time starts now. So the answer is true. So it was quite straightforward, that they're just saying guests may are welcome to use. So are welcome to use means you may use the swimming pool. Okay. So for example, if this sentence wouldn't have been given, our answer could still have been true. Why? Because of this. So here they're saying students who present a valid student enrollment card, they can use the swimming pool for free. So that this just infer to like other people will have to pay, but they have clarified it here, so we know the location for sure. So the answer to this is true. Let's read the last question, and we have two paragraphs remaining. So 24th, students are unable to enter the institute after 8:30 p.m. So they are saying that students, they cannot enter the institute after 8:30. So they can enter before 8:30, but they cannot enter after 8:30. So there will be some sort of curfew, or there is some sort of restriction on them. So if they are late, or like if they are late, or if they come after 8:30 p.m. from outside, they will not be allowed to enter the institute, the building. So if that is the case, the answer to this will be true. But if that is not the case, let's just say they can enter like around at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., or they are not allowed to enter after 10 p.m., but they can enter like from 8:30, between 8:30 to 10 p.m. Obviously that is after 8:30. So the answer will be false. But if we don't know the like closing or opening time of the gates or something like that, the answer to this will be not given. I hope it is clear. This particular question, last question. Now we will read the information. Security. Please be careful that you do not leave valuable items in the classroom areas at any time. Percil Training Institute cannot be held responsible for any loss or damage to students' property as a result of student negligence. So they're talking about you should not leave anything behind because we are not responsible or liable for that. After 8:30 p.m. So here's something about after 8:30 p.m. The front doors of the institute are locked. If you need to gain access to the institute after this time, please contact the caretaker by pressing the doorbell and speaking through the intercom. If you are admitted by the caretaker, you will be required to show your student card. Okay. So this is our location. Basically, you have some time to tell me the answer, and your time starts now. Okay, time's up. So the answer is false. Why false? Because although the institute gates of the institutes are gates of the institute are locked, but if you need access you can talk to caretaker, and if you are admitted, so basically means if you are allowed to enter by the caretaker, you will have to show your student ID card, but you will be allowed to enter. Let's just say you were stuck in traffic, or you had some sort of emergency that want that required you to stay outside like for late hours. So if you got like at around 10 or 9 or after 8:30, whatever the time is, and you had valid reason, if the caretaker allows you to enter the building after watching or after seeing your ID card, but you will be allowed. I hope it is clear. So that means this medical care, we don't have any question for that. Let's just read it to see if there is any information here or not. Minor accidents and injuries can usually be tended on premises in the health center. Okay, there is nothing about any of the questions. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the remaining questions, because we know for this section we have questions from 15 to 27. 24 we have done, so we have 25, 26, 27. Three questions are still remaining. So that just means they will be given in the separate text. Yeah. So this is the text for those three questions, and let me. So these are the three questions. So again, we will read the instruction. Let me change the color. Okay. But before beginning this particular text, I just want to tell you something. So if you are struggling in your IELTS exam, like if you are struggling in your reading or listening or writing or speaking or all or any of the combination of the above four, you can contact us or you can enroll our video course. We have made one of the most, if not the most detailed video course on IELTS, all four modules of this of IELTS. We have thoroughly discussed all the types of reading questions, all the type of listening questions, all the type of task to writing questions for both academic and GT. Similarly, for task 1, all the types of task 1 for academic, like line, bar, pie, table, multiple process, maps, and all the types of task 1 for GT, like formal, informal letters, okay, along with their samples, how to write them, along with the detailed discussion on the body paragraphs of task 2, how to write introductions, how to write body paragraphs, how to explain something, how to make examples, how to write conclusions for all the different types, like agree, disagree, both views, advantages, disadvantages, problem solution, or double question. That is two-part essay. So we have made like thorough videos on that, for even for speaking, for all the three parts, part 1, part 2, and part 3, for your introduction questions, for your cue card, and for your long, that is your long term and your follow-ups. We have made like thorough videos on it, detailed videos on that, on the all the three parts, in which we discussed a lot of samples so that you can understand how to attempt these parts. We have also discussed all the parameters, like what parameters mean, like if you want to achieve band 7 in, let's just say, if I talk about writing, if you want to achieve band 7 in writing, what those four parameters are, how to achieve those four parameters. If you want to achieve band 8, what that particular means. If you want to achieve band 9, what it means. So you will be able to understand completely how to achieve, or how to achieve your target, or how to give teachers what they are looking for in the exam, so that you can score your desired band scores like in the very first try. So if you are interested in this, the link is of my website is in my bio. You can click on it and you can enroll it in our video course. And if you want our writing correction service, or want to book our one-to-one speaking slot, you can do that also from our website. We will be happy to mark your essays and take your speaking and tell you about your weaknesses, like what you need to improve, which area of the parameter you need to improve, or if you are getting this particular band score, why you are getting that particular band score, and what you need to do to get your desired band scores. So if you want our writing correction service or one-to-one speaking slot, you can book those also. The all the link is in my all the description are on the website, or the information is on the website, and the link to the website is in my bio. So let's come again to this particular text. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the title of the text. So it is saying Percil Memorial Training Scholarship. So now we are talking about the training scholarship of this particular institute, Percil. So three offered per year. So they are offering three scholarships per year. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go straight to the questions and see what kind of questions we are dealing with. So we have to answer the question. Choose no more than 3 words and or a number from the text for each answer. So we have to be very careful that we can write up to 3 words and or a number along with that, but students usually get confused in this. So they are thinking about like no more than 3 words, so that they have to write 3 words for every question. No. So no more than 3 word means maximum of 3 words, but you can write 1 word also, 2 words also, or 3 words along with the number, or just a number for any particular question. So no more than meaning to say this is the maximum limit, but there is no minimum limit on this. So let's read the question type. Okay, so this is short answer question. So let's read the question. To obtain a scholarship, meaning to say if you want to get scholarship, what is the minimum course length? So we have to tell the minimum course length. So what do you think the answer should be? it should be some sort of time duration, like 1 year, 2 years, 1 month, 2 months, something like that. It should have some sort of time reference in terms of length. Okay, let's read together now. What is the minimum course length? Percil Training Institute offers a number of scholarships for people from overseas who plan to live in Australia and need retraining. So they are saying that they offer a number of, let me do this, they offer a number of scholarships for people who are coming from overseas and they want to live in Australia and they need retraining. These scholarships are available for full time study, so they are available for full time study only. Okay, and are not offered for courses less than 20 weeks duration. So they are not offered for the courses less than 20 weeks duration. So obviously our answer is in this particular paragraph. You have some time to tell me the answer and your time starts now. Okay, time's up. I'm gonna write the answer here first and let's see if you were able to find the correct answer or not. Answer is 20 weeks. Let me mark here. Question number 25. So why it is 20 weeks? How, where it is written minimum course of length? Yes, not for, not less than. Sorry about this. So not offered for courses less than 20 weeks duration. So if your course is less than 20 weeks, the scholarship will not be offered. So basically minimum 20 weeks should be there in on your course. Clear? Let's read the 26th question. What do scholarship winners receive towards their airfares if they live over 2500 kilometer away, sorry, 2500 kilometer from Sydney? So what do scholarship winners receive? So what do basically means, we have to tell about something. Okay, we, let just say some extra money or tickets, because their distance is quite far, obviously they would be going by airplanes. So what they go about their airfares, so about their airfares obviously they have written about flights. If they're living 2500 kilometer away from Sydney, what they will get as scholarship, or the who scholarship winners. Let's see what those scholarship winners get. It's a bit a tongue twister for me. Okay, requirements, eligibility. Applicants for these scholarships must be of high academic ability as revealed in the qualifications they have already gained in their home country. Alternatively, they must have at least 5 years of significant work experience in their chosen field and must produce evidence in the form of references from at least two employers or supervisors. Okay, there is nothing about 2500 kilometer away from Sydney or airfares. Okay, so we will move forward. The award. So I believe here the location should be. These scholarship offer return airfares. So here something about airfares to Australia from your home country, provided that the distance by air from your city of departure to Sydney is not more than 2500 kilometer. If the distance exceeds this amount, so if distance is more than this amount, you will be provided with airline vouchers. So they are saying that if the distance is this, so our obviously I'm not gonna explain much than this. So our answer is in this particular paragraph, in this particular sentences, and your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Now I'm gonna write the answer here and let's see if you were able to find the answer or not. And the answer is airline vouchers. Let me do this. Airline vouchers. Where it is written? Yes, here. Let me mark the location, then I will explain why this is our answer. So they're saying that this is very important word here also, over 2500 kilometer. So here they're saying that if it is not more than 2500 kilometers, so not more than 25 meaning to say less than, so you will, what they will give you, they will give you, offer you return airfares to Australia from your home country. But if the distance exceeds this amount just means over 2500 kilometer. So you will not get return airfares, just you will get air vouchers. Sorry, airline vouchers. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the last question of this section. Who pays for dependent children to travel? So they're saying that who meaning to say we have to tell about the person or the organization, based whoever it is, that pays for dependent children to travel. So if there are children who are dependent on the like scholarship holder or something like that, who is paying for that? Like the person is paying for that, or the college is paying for that, or somebody else. Let's see. Travel expenses to and from airports on both the outward and return journeys are paid for, and there is an airline excess baggage allowance of 120 kilogram. So there is nothing about children here. We will continue reading. Personal removal expenses for scholarship holders are not paid. If the scholarship holder is married at the time of applying for the scholarship, some travel and removal cost may be paid for the husband or wife. So they are talking about husband or wife. Still nothing about children. Travel cost or support for dependent children. So here it is, dependent children. So travel costs or support for dependent children are at the scholarship holders expense. Okay, so this is our location, this particular sentence, last sentence, and you will have some time to tell me the answer, and your time starts now. Okay, time's up. I'm gonna write the answer here now. Let me do this. I forgot. The scholarship holder. Whoever is the scholarship holder, he or she will have to pay for the dependent children. So, where it is written here. Let me mark the answer location here. This is question 27. I hope it is clear. So they are saying the dependent children, who is paying for that travel cost. Apostrophe s means this, whatever the next phrase is, it is dependent on the person or the thing that is with apostrophe s. So the expense of scholarship holder. So scholarship holder is paying for the dependent children. I hope it is clear. So this is how you should solve your readings. If you are able to understand the context, you will be able to identify the answers quite easily. So if you are not able to understand any particular question, you are more than welcome to watch that particular part of the video again and again until it becomes clear to you. Or if you want to rewatch the video in its entirety, be my guest. I will be more than happy if you do it. If you do it, so that it will be like much clearer to you how to attempt readings. If you want to watch more such videos, that they are all, we have uploaded other videos on our channel also, and we will upload more in the future. We have also uploaded videos on writing and speaking, so we are gonna upload more in the coming days on writing and speaking for part 2, or writing different type of questions of writing. So we are giving you band 9 samples so that you can understand how to attempt different kind of tasks. So if you want to enroll in our video course, I'm again uh, telling you that if you want to enroll in my video course, the link is in my bio of my website. You can go to my website and you can book your seat. So I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.